Hello, I'm Josie. Today I got some beautiful pieces of wood from our building's dumpster. It's basically a area where people would just dump whatever they don't use anymore, but then are still in a very good shape for people who are in need of those items. So I really love this sustainable way of creating art, simply just to make the most out of everything. So here I am measuring the length that I want for my wood panel, and I am gonna cut them. I actually carried these wood pieces to a place where I thought was a wood factory, but it wasn't. So I carried them back, and I met our building manager, and he was so nice that he was willing to cut the pieces for me. Right now I am priming them with the gesso, which is a layer that will help the oil paint to stick on and will also prevent the wood from sucking all the oil paint into it, so that it's a very important step if you want to paint on a piece of wood. I'll link the gesso that I'm using down below, so that if you're interested in painting on a piece of wood as well, you can also use this method. So I actually do 2 layers of the gesso just to make sure that I have a very smooth surface for painting. And of course, I'm turning on to my most beloved website, pexels.com, for inspiration. And I have had this photo in my album for a long time. And I really like the vibrant color of the wall, and just the accent of everything in this photo is just yelling happiness. I'm trying to create the color of the wall. According to the photo, the pink is a little more neon, very bright, but I really want something that's more of like peony's shade of pink, very energetic, bright, and yet very romantic. So that's what I am creating now, and I think it's very cool that how much I like walls that are not perfect, so that they have different shades, and then you can see that they have been through suns and rains and all that. It's so interesting to have all these shades of pink in one wall, and that just looks so beautiful. So ever since the quarantine, I have been painting with a friend virtually on a weekly basis, and I think that is just a very, very sweet thing to do together. We would turn on our Google Hangout, and sometimes we would pour a glass of wine together and just paint together, chat, and share. It's super soothing and healing. I highly recommend it. And even for this white part of the wall, it's not really white. It's got a lot of character to it. It's a little grayish, a little creamy. Yeah, so even white has got so much character in it. So I'm pretty new to the art industry, but I've always really loved art, painting, crafting, things that are on the more creative sides. But I've never actually spent much time on it just because life was always so occupied with everything else. And then I'm just very happy I'm doing this now. Oh, and I also actually sold 2 paintings today. I am just so happy. I feel like my lungs are filled with joy. Yeah, very flattered and very grateful. This reminded me of a song. Have you guys heard of the song Bloom? So there is a line that's like, "You filled my lungs with sweetness." How poetic is that? I love that song. If you want to see the most updated information about my paintings, you can follow me on Instagram. It's called Somejosie without space, just like my YouTube channel's name. It would be great to connect over there as well. And also, if you have any painting suggestions, I would love to see them too. Stay safe and have a beautiful evening.